Martin. Looking at the match stats, 29 shots on goal, 10 on target, just couldn't find that goal. Do you find scoring goals is a problem, or is it too like that?
Today was a problem. So far it has not been, because we have been quite good, I think, into scoring goals, but definitely. I think today is one of those days. And we were talking to the players that this will not be an easy game. Sometimes when a team starts a good trend, as we have done in the last previous 3 games, with 3 wins in a row, perhaps someone can expect that just to play against a team that is closer to us in table will be easier. And I was saying to the guys, this will not be an easy game, not an easy game. So today I think the start of the game was very poor. The first 15 minutes were perhaps the worst 15 minutes since I've been here. Were terrible. We conceded a lot of turnovers, chances for them. So in that sense, we could say that we were lucky to be 0-0 in the half time, because it was not a good first half. Then in the second half, it's true we pushed much more. I think that obviously Plymouth defend very well in a low block, very difficult to really penetrate and create clear chances. But still, we could say that one of them, Lyndon, got a couple of headers. I think that it's a very good block from them in a situation, cutback from Millie and Chrissy can shoot. We got the situations, but not as clear as we should. We miss a little bit that last touch, that quality that we had in other games. And that's why in one of those days, and okay, we still got a point. We were very disappointed. The guys were really disappointed about getting only 1 point today, which is a good signal. But at the same time, of course, when we look back, it has not been a good performance, I would say.
Are you pleased, though, that there's disappointment in the dressing room by just getting a point? Because a few months ago at QPR, a point would have been a blessing. But are you pleased that those guys really wanted to get that 3 points today?
Again, I just judge what happened in the last 6 weeks. I'm very pleased about this attitude. That's the way I want it to be. So credit to the players.
Marti, was there a problem with Ken Powell, or was that just a tactical thing?
Yellow card. I was, both Sam and him got a yellow card. I was not sure about the picture of the game, if any situation could be a red card, and then I think that Z had played at fantastic level the minutes he was on the pitch. Unfortunately, he got this knock on the head, and we had to sub him. But that was the main reason.
That was tough on Ziyad, wasn't it? Because he obviously wanted to make an impression and he clearly didn't want to come off.
Yeah, he was pushing, but as well, I really trust the medical department. They are following the protocol, they know what they do, and in that sense, I think it was the right decision. But it's a shame for him, because he was playing at very good level. The 20 minutes that he was on the pitch, he was doing really well. Perhaps this affected a little bit as well the way we attacked, because we didn't have any other left fullback. Then attack with a right-footed with a winger that is right-footed as well. It was not easy, so we tried to find different solutions, but perhaps none of them clicked really well.
Marti, it can be difficult. I know people expect you to win when you're playing against 10 men for such a long time, but you know they put 5 across the back and then 3 or 4 straight. It is difficult. Is that something that you sort of practice in training against that sort of thing?
First of all, fair play to Plymouth, because they did really well. So the second half they defend very well organised, and we couldn't, as I said, even though the stats say that, I don't have a feeling that we create a lot of very big opportunities. We got opportunities, but I wouldn't say that it was like massive situations with the keeper being the best man of the match. Said that, I take it because we didn't have the time, or we didn't spend the time enough to know how to really attack against very deep blocks, very low blocks. We have some tools, but today it didn't really click. As I said before, perhaps from the beginning of the game, we felt that today was not these days that you have the flow, that you have that the team has this confidence, this touch that we had in other games. So just to accept, I think that the best teams can win in a days like this, where the flow is not there. I think good teams can manage to not lose a game like today, because it could have been a counter even on the second half and then lose the game. So credit to the players, but still I could prove that this will not be an easy journey, that we need to work a lot, that we need to improve a lot, and yeah, this is a long league.
Thank you.
Marti, you seem to be getting quite frustrated with the time wasting in the second half. Do you think the referee was strong enough on that?
No, I don't say nothing about all the teams. They do what they think they must do, and I don't say anything about the ref. I like the new rule about adding the injury time being much longer, because I always say that if I'm a neutral supporter, what I want to see is football. What I want to see is the ball on the ground and how a team plays. I don't want to see a lot of stops, because then the game becomes the momentums and how fun it is. It's different. So I hope that all these rules can help to the team that really wants to play football. So if another team wants to kind of stop more the game, I'm fine with that, as long as the ref is fair enough to add as many injury time as needed.
And we saw Andre Gazelle move into sort of deeper midfield position, start the second half, seemed to speed up the attacks a bit. Is that something we can see more from him going forward?
I think that those has this quality to play a little bit higher on the pitch, to be honest. I think that he has a good left foot to play in the pocket and to really, as I said before, I think that he has quality enough to attack and fill more the box. But today was a good solution because Sam got a yellow card. I think that Plymouth is perhaps the numbers are saying, the data is saying that he's one of the best teams, second best team in counters in the league. They were extremely aggressive, extremely good in the first half on the counters. So for us, this number 6 position was very, very critical. And when Sam got the yellow card, we thought that it could be the best solution to have those there without a yellow card, having the capacity to risk more on these covers, on these duels. And I think that then when they got the red card, it was basically the solution we wanted.
Despite the frustration at only getting a point, I think that's 13 points in 7 games since you've come in. You must be pleased with the progress that you're making.
I would love 21, guys. I was saying all the time. So, what can I say? Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Credit to the guys. But in a day like today, don't ask me if I'm happy, because I'm not. I'm not. Today was a good day to take 3 points. We take 1. Okay, but I guess that it's always the way you look at the glass. If it's half empty or half full, I'm always quite demanding.
That's 3 consecutive clean sheets for you as well now. Are you pleased with, what, are you not happy? Are you pleased with the defensive record that you've got since you've started here?
I'm very happy with a lot of things, but after that, no. I'm pleased about the stability that the team is showing. Again, I think that we need to be critical. Today, the first 15-20 minutes were not good, so we concede some chances. But definitely the team is having some kind of stability. I think that, again, there is some underlying data that is showing that we're not conceding a lot of chances, that we are not conceding big goal chances during the games, which is a healthy sign. For me, it's more about the overall how we play. The way we attack is connected with the way we defend and the opposite. So it's not just about thinking, okay, great from the keeper or the back line, but as well the way we press, the way we have the ball, that we have good capacity on the transitions. And today, for instance, a good learning. In the first 20 minutes, we concede some counters. The more clean sheets we get, the more points we're going to get, that's for sure. So, steps into the right direction.
This press conference also serves as Sheffield Wednesday preview, so if you have any Sheffield Wednesday preview questions, feel free to ask.
Any injury updates in probably Larkesh? Do you think he'll be ready for?
I think that we need to take it step by step.
Okay.
Now the medical is working with him to analyze what's going to happen the next 24, 48 hours. But out of that, I think that everybody was good. I think that when we took the decision to sub both Ozzy, Ken and Sam in halftime, it was more for tactical reasons than for any injury. So hopefully everybody will be ready.
Did Larkesh want to stay on? It seemed like he was having a bit of a conversation with the physios and even his teammates at one point.
Yeah, and that shows that the ambition that he wants to have an impact, and he was playing very good those 20 minutes he was on the pitch. But yeah, he wanted to probably to try to stay, but I think that the medical department has a lot of experience and they took the right decision.
And in those situations, do you always go with what the medical say? It's obviously quite tough because you wanted him to stay.
Yeah, it's always a balance, and especially with a player that was having a good impact, but at the end of the day there is some protocol and some rules that we need to follow, so it's very clear. Even the refs can be as well involved in this situation, so there is a protocol, and when it's a head injury, you need to be careful about how much you can push.
Martin, just throwing it ahead to Sheffield Wednesday, do you think by the time you come round to the weekend, some of the frustration for the staff and the players will have gone, and you perhaps still look at this as what is an unbeaten run?
Definitely, I think that the frustration and the disappointment that was today when I arrived to the dressing room can help on Saturday, because we need to be, I said many times, we need to be angry when we don't win. We need to make sure that we push as much as we can, and perhaps the challenge, not for us, for all the teams in the world, is to have this capacity to, doesn't matter how many wins in a row you have, to keep being very ambitious, very humble, and understand that what you have achieved yesterday is yesterday. Today is what matters. and I think that hopefully can help in a very difficult game, in a good challenge we're going to have on Saturday, because Sheffield as well, since the change of coach, they are really improving as well, and it's going to be a tough game.
And do you think that often shows in the start, doesn't it? Because how you start a game often is very sort of crucial. If you start slowly, it's sometimes hard to get back. If you start at a good tempo, you can set yourself up very well.
Definitely, and yeah, I said that sometimes you can just feel it. Don't ask me why, but today we felt that from the beginning, minute one, the flow was not there. And sometimes you have the capacity to turn it, but today, even though in the second half we were more dominant, we were pushing more, today was one of those days that I think that if we were going to win, it was just because deflection, a set piece, perhaps not a fantastic combination, because that's how it is in football. Sometimes you are not at your best. The most important, as I said before, is that the team is growing, and the team is, even on a day like today, I had a feeling that we could have pushed until the end to score the goal, and that's a positive signal.
That's something you'll be looking for is a better start, obviously, for the weekend.
100%, and this is my main target tomorrow, is to understand and to share with the guys what we see from a tactical point of view, from a even mental point of view, if you want, why we start in that, I would say, poor way, because it was really bad for the first 15 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
James,
Thank you.
thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Just